Hi guys, and welcome back to LPB Racing for the Reverse Grid Championship on GT Sport. This is the final round of this championship. We are in the Red Bull Junior at Barcelona, Catalonia, the new track for this game. As we get a look at the grid, so Callum first, TY second, Bidzster third, and we're off. Good start by Callum, and good start by SHAREfactory as well. Looks like he's got a good start as we come down towards the first corner. Down towards the first corner we go, everyone going side by side with people. Bidzster looking at the inside of Neil. Oh no, defending from Task 1, and SHAREfactory says thank you very much, right round the outside, I'll take both positions in one go. So SHAREfactory up to 4th, Bidzster 5th, Task 1 6th, as we go around that third long radius corner, down towards turn 4, already at the end of the first sector quite short on this track. No way through for Callum, Task 1 having a little look at Bidzster, no way through there. Bidzster having a little look at SHAREfactory. And towards the next corner, Bidzster goes for the inside, down the inside of SHAREfactory, up over the curb. Good stuff, but SHAREfactory is trying to keep his foot in there, he's not giving up. He's got the pace around the outside, but he's on the wrong side for this next corner if Bidzster can keep alongside enough. But now Bidzster backs out of it and lets SHAREfactory go. Things like, I'll try another opportunity later on in the lap. So it's TY, Callum, Neil, SHAREfactory right behind Neil. And Task 1 trying to go around the outside of Bidzster, but I don't think that's going to work. As we come down towards the next corner, TY still in the lead, Neil still in third, and then everyone else battling it out. Rodas and Task 1, everyone up the inside. Rodas gets 2 positions in one go, a little bit of contact, but nothing too bad. Then Bidzster gets muscled out, right back, but he's keeping up the inside of Task, he's not giving up. Bidzster going backwards in this one, but remember, Bidzster is the champion already. I didn't mention it after the last race because I was calculating the points, but Bidzster is now the reverse grid champion. So well done to Bidzster for that feat. So just enjoying himself in this one. There's still a battle on for second in the championship though, TY and SHAREfactory. So just got to be careful who gets what points. SHAREfactory needs a lot of points, TY doesn't need too many to secure second place in the championship. So TY into the first corner, Neil following, a little bit of a shortcut there, but he gets away with it. Task 1 up the inside of Rodas. So Task 1 gets 5th place, good move by Task 1 there, he's improved his overtaking as Bidzster tries to go around the outside of Rodas now, carrying the speed, but I don't know whether he's going to get round. He keeps to the outside, Rodas goes to the inside, Task 1 leaves the door open, Bidzster goes in the middle, it's 3 wide down towards the turn 4, Bidzster with the opportunistic move, gets past 2 in one go. Up the inside, brilliant stuff. Task 1 still on the inside for Rodas at the next corner and tries to outbrake him, a little bit of contact, but I think we're okay. Rodas goes through and then a little bit wide. Task 1's on the inside, Nick Hash and Seat 1 have joined the fray now. Mr. Slow one at the back, still struggling with a bit of pace as we've got Seat 1 around the outside of Nick Hash. So Seat 1 goes into 8th place and now he's attacking Task 1. All 3 Belgians running in line. William not in this due to connection difficulty. And Footman out because he's injured, he'll be back next championship. So we go, Seat 1 goes on the inside of Task 1, oh very late move there, oh that was a dangerous move, but Seat 1 lets him go. I don't know what he was thinking about that, I don't know how he was going to make that stick, but in the end obviously he didn't, but he's let Task 1 go. So Callum, still second place, still trying to find a way past TY, still a good close race between these two. Not the easiest of tracks to overtake on Catalonia, especially in a what we would call a slightly open wheel car, but all close together as they go down the straight. In the draft, Callum will close up. Will he have a look into turn 1? I don't think he will. He's got the nice decals of the Hyper Soft tyres from Formula 1 on the side of that car, and TY with the Super Hard. So clearly 2 different approaches, but I can tell you that's not the tyres that they're on. They're both on a set of Super Softs. But good little interesting designs there. There's Neil Farmack 3rd, SHAREfactory 4th, Bidzster closing up to these lot now, just trying to gap Rodas, and then back there's Rodas, and behind him Task 1 and Seat 1 and Nick. So all them close together. So Rodas still in 6th place. I've been saying his name wrong all this time, it's not Rodas, it is Rodas. When you say Rodas it sort of sounds like something else, but we're not going to that. There's Task 1, goes through, up the inside of Rodas, just gets it done before the next corner because Rodas made a little mistake. And that other corner, it must have been the commentator's jinx by talking about him But he lost a bit of play, he lost a bit of time. So Rodders, I will get that right eventually. So Rodders now with Seat 1 all over the back of him. So Rodders will have to think about defending here. Seat 1's going to go up the inside, have a little look up the inside. Rodders says, no you don't. Not that easy. Task 1 runs wide, so Rodders might close. But again, Task 1 keeps it on track. Rodders flashing his light, saying, I'm going to get you. I'm coming after you. Meanwhile at the front, Callum and TY still close together, but still no way through for Callum. Again, a hard track to pass on. This is probably the best opportunity to do it down the straight. Get that draft. Get right behind TY. Use all the draft you can. We were originally going to use the Red Bull standard for this track, but again it was quite expensive for people to try and save up and buy for, especially with work and other commitments, so we went for the Junior instead. Callum up the inside into turn 1, beautiful move, used the draft. TY's not giving up though, because he's got good pace. Out of the corner, uses a bit of the AstroTurf, but no, Callum keeps the position for now, so Callum keeps ahead of TY. So good move there from Callum on the straight, taking every opportunity he can. So through the turn 4 down towards turn 5, again a little bit more spread out now. So Cyrex and Neil trying to keep tabs with each other. Bidzster trying to close up to Cyrex, but again he's gapped Task 1, so it didn't help at first be getting stuck behind Task 1 and a few people, but Bidzster hopefully be able to make a few places up. So Task 1 into the turn 4. Rodders defending from Seek. So Rodders doing well here. Little British flag on the front of the that Red Bull Junior. Oh, Seat 1 hits the back of Rodders. Oh, Rodders either braked too early or Seat 1 just outbraked himself. We'll get a little replay on that to see what happened. Okay, here's a replay on lap 4 of what happened between Rodders and Seek. So you see we're going down to this corner. Rodders brakes normal time. Seat 1 very late on the brakes there. Hits the back of Rodders and then they both get going but with damage. But as we come back from that, obviously Seat 1 hit the back of Rodders there, and Rodders went off a bit, and then I think they've got damage because Nick Hash has come through. Seat 1 looking to the inside again. Rodders looking to try and get past Nick, but again, I reckon there's a bit of damage on that car. For next season, damage will be off because obviously it's not had the impact that I thought it would have. So damage is going to be off, so that shouldn't affect people if they get hit. So again, it's only a sim racing league, not actually like real life. But obviously we do like to try and make it as realistic as possible, but the damage on this game can be quite temperamental. You can just give someone a tiny little tap and it'll think you've just completely whacked into the back of them. So same for project cars as well, so we're doing the same with both. Damage is going to be turned off and hopefully that will improve the racing. So, because it will give people more opportunities to take more risks, more moves, and better racing. So Callum's still in the lead then from TY, and TY sliding that Red Bull Junior in. Fantastic car control there from TY. This shows you how hard he's trying. As we go into turn 4, round down the hill, use a bit of the curb on the exit. Beautiful lines from all the top 4. Bidzster there closing up. 142.7 last time round to Cyrex's 43.2. So Bidzster trying to get a bit closer. Task 1 on his own in 6th, Nick Hash 7th. And Rodders off the road! Rodders goes off the road! Oh, Rodders off the road. Seat 1 goes through. I think that was his own mistake there. So Rodders off the road. Mr. Slow One again at the back trying his best. Always the consistent Mr. Slow One. So good job and nice little maiden on the side of that Red Bull Junior. So good livery again from Mr. Slow One. Good job as well. Back to the leaders. Callum with a big twitch off that curb. TY luckily did the same thing. Neil Farmack will have seen that and seen that they're pushing, so he'll be trying to close that gap as well. Beautiful shots there from the cameras on GT Sport as always. Nice wide angle, get plenty of view of the track. We go to the first corner. Callum has to defend now, so TY definitely closer as the camera picks him up. The TY closes right up there, 141.5. I do think so. After that is the draft, but still trying very hard to Callum's 141.9. So both these top runners in the 41s. Really good stuff from these front runners, good pace. As we go around at turn 3 and down turn 4 into turn 5. Both trying really hard, using all the track that they could possibly get away with. Let's have a little look back at the Belgian battle. We've got Nick Hash and Seat 1 round there. But again, they're all a bit more spread out. So let's go back to these leading battles. Callum goes off the road. Oh, Callum goes off the road. TY's on the inside. Callum's not going to give up. He's going around the outside. He's trying. Oh, how did he keep hold of that? Went right round the outside of TY there. Phenomenal stuff. Keeps it on the road. Penalty in hand as well. But just about gets away with it. We didn't see how that started, so we'll get a little replay on that. Okay, here's a replay from the outside view on lap 6, what happened between Callum and TY. So let's go into this corner, and Callum goes a bit deep in, and then he makes his own mistake. Twitch goes wide, and this is where we rejoin it. If we go on board with TY here, we'll see Callum on the outside, goes right round the outside, and just keeps the grip. Insane stuff. Here's a replay now on the backwards facing camera from Callum, so you see we go a bit wide there, Twitch, and then another Twitch, off on the grass we go. TY's on the inside of us now, but Callum not phased, keeps his foot in it, even with dirt on his tyres, and just goes right round the outside. Fantastic stuff. So as we come back from that, Callum in the lead still by the skin of his teeth from TY. Never relentless TY. Neil Farmack closed it up now after that little faux pas from Callum earlier. As TY over the curb. Loses a bit of time by doing that. Again, Neil and Cyrex closing up with every breath. Neil's closer than he's ever been. He'll have a good draft this time. Again, these cars with only 246 horsepower, so not much power in these things, but again, they go really fast around the corners because of the aero and the fan car. Really good downforce on these things. They grip the corners like nothing else. Front end goes in, back end's a little bit twitchy, but again, just like a F3 car, but with a bit more downforce. Into turn 4. Get it right. Hit it. I was contemplating 3 or 4. I had to count again, but there we go. Into turn 4, down the hill into turn 5. Again, good lines there. Callum a bit tighter than TY around there, but TY with a good exit. So again, each of them trying to trump each other into making a mistake. Callum with a little twitch there, unless that was a tiny bit of lag, but I think we're okay as we go up the hill, flat out round this bend. Maybe a tiny little feather of the throttle, but more or less flat, down towards the hairpin at the bottom to start the last sector. TY puts his nose out, has a little look, but no way through. Just trying to put the pressure on Callum, making his look in his mirrors. We go into this complex section again. There's only really one way through here. Sliding that car around TY, and then into the chicane section. I prefer the old Catalunya where they went round that really long fast left, and then a really fast right, and then another fast right. But again, this chicane isn't too bad. It's quite technical, but it does string them out a bit. So I wish they'd revert back to the old way. But down the straight we go. So this is where they all close up in the draft. Callum will start going backwards here with the draft. TY closes up. Callum will move out to defend. He defends the inside. TY goes to the outside on the brakes, but Callum's going to have to try and tighten that line up for the way out. TY's going to have a good run here. And round this long turn 3, TY looking to the outside. Callum defends the inside, doing all he can to try and keep him behind. Good wheel-to-wheel racing this. TY tries to keep more pace around the outside, but again can't make it stick. Callum tries to get his car in round to the left to defend. No, will TY have a look at the inside? No, he doesn't even bother to defend into that one because he knows that TY wouldn't have a go into there. Mounting the curb. Down the hill. TY still close, but no cigar yet. As we go into this uphill, downhill. So downhill, then uphill. Very technical bit of track, very easy to slide the car wide there. You've got to be really careful on throttle control because the car just wants to just go away from you, but you know, you've got to tail that car, you want to turn. Get those tyres working. Into the hairpin at the bottom. Callum went a bit hot there. Yes, he did. Callum went a bit hot there. TY closes right up. Now this is exactly where TY wants to be for this last sector. Just needs to stay right with Callum. Then it should get a good draft down the straight and maybe a move into turn 1. We'll have to see. But again, the next lap is the last lap. So coming to the end of this penultimate lap. Neil with the penalty in the background, just getting rid of it. Neil's closer than he's ever been before as well. So top 3 for the last lap. out of the last corner, onto the straight, TY in that draft. Again, another beautiful camera shot there, you can really see what's going on. As they come down the straight, Callum extreme defends now. TY to the outside, he's going to try and outbreak him around the outside and try and carry the speed. Is he going to do it? Callum's on the inside, TY still on the outside, he's got the inside for the next corner up on the curb, but Callum just squeezes him a little bit and says, no you don't, sunshine, not that easy. Neil Farmack's right up near us now. So Neil Farmack getting himself stuck in on this last lap, finally closed up all race and now up the inside, into turn 4 and no way around there. And that's lost him a bit of time that, he needs to get right back on it. Callum's still in the lead. Round that hairpin. Down the hill, car again wants to go away from us as TY did there. Oh, Neil touching the gravel as well, just a tiny bit. Just all of them trying as hard as they can. Callum goes a bit wide, but TY with a good run up the hill. That could make all the difference. Now up this hill for the last time, onto the back straight. Down towards the hairpin, to the last sector for the last lap. Onto the brakes. TY's going to try and brake as late as possible here and try and get a good line through, and he does, he gets a good exit. But is he going to be close enough to have an attack into the chicane on the last lap? Because if he doesn't do it at the chicane, it's not going to get done, I don't think, unless Callum gets a terrible run. TY sideways. Oh, that could be the game changer. TY slides the car out and loses about half a second, and that half second could be what he needed to get past Callum. And I think it was Neil over the curb on the last corner, so Neil's going to be third. Callum is going to do it now, he's home free, there's the checkered flag. Callum wins race 1. Good job there by Callum, fends off TY for most of the race. TY in second position, Neil goes third. Cyrex comes across the line in 4th, Bidzster 5th. There's Bidzster, our champion, in 5th place. Here's Task 1 and the rest of the gang, the Belgians. Task 1 in 6th, and then Nick Hash is going to be in 7th place as we cross the line. There they go, Task 1 6th, Nick Hash 7th, Seat 1's going to be 8th. There he comes, Seat 1's going to be 8th, there he goes. And Rodders is going to be in 9th place, as we'll see there. I think he had to pit for repairs at one point, so Rodders is going to be 9th and Mr. Slow One is going to be 10th. So we'll just get that confirmed with these results. Okay guys, let's run through those results then. So Callum was the winner in that one. Good win there for Callum by 1.7 seconds from TY in second position. Then in third it was Neil Farmack. Good job by Neil there. 4th place for Cyrex. Bidzster finishes in 5th position. Task 1 in 6th. Nick Hash finishes 7th. Seat 1 8th. 9th is Rodders and 10th is Mr. Slow One. TY is the man with the fastest lap then for the extra point with a 1:41.542. So there's your winner, Callum. Good job by Callum in the blue car there, and we'll see you guys for race 2. Take care.